What's up guys, this is Trent Mcclung and he's going to teach us how to frontside tail slide. So I found this trick tip of Trent Mcclung doing a switch frontside tail slide, and I like using switch trick tips because I feel like pros are so good at tricks that sometimes they don't know how to explain it, whereas when they're doing it switch, because it's on their weaker foot, sometimes they're a little bit more methodical about how they approach the trick and they explain it a little bit better. So today, this is gonna be kind of the part 2 of me trying to learn front tails with the John Hill trick tip. Obviously, I'm making this video so that video didn't go extremely well. Just to recap, John Hill basically says to practice stalling front tails and then eventually come straight on. The straighter you go, the more you slide. Trent Mcclung has a much different approach. Basically what he does is, he says to learn the opposite stance backside nose slide. So if you wanna learn a switch front tail, the first trick you need to know is regular backside nose slide. So,
and today I'm going to teach you how to switch tail slide. The first 2 tricks you're going to want to learn is backside nose slides and switch frontside 180s.
today we're doing the reverse. So I'm gonna start off by learning switch backside nose slides. The reason I'm doing that is because my main thing is I don't know how to sit on top of the tail slide. I'm kind of flailing and guessing. My body is kind of jumping into the abyss. And so the reason I'm learning these switch backside nose slides like Trent Mcclung suggests is because I think that that's gonna give me the reference point for where I need to actually get my body positioned to go. So right now I've never front tailed before, so I don't know what it feels like to sit on your back foot in a tail slide. So the first thing that we're gonna do is just practice getting that feeling of sitting on the back foot in a tail slide. And we're gonna get there by rolling up and doing switch backside nose slides. It's kind of awkward because I'm going switch, but I think that doing this is gonna help me get the trick. Subscribe if you like these videos. If you want to see more, my Instagram is @thelocaljoe. Let's get warmed up and start learning front tails. So my phone kept overheating, so I built this contraption. It's like an umbrella to provide shade for my phone because it's so hot. It's like 100 degrees every time I skate here. All right, so we're warmed up and we're ready to start trying switch backside nose slides. I know this is gonna be really awkward for me at first, but it's simple enough that I think I should be able to learn it. So let's see how that goes. Okay guys, so yeah, that went pretty good. I was having some fun doing some lines on that bank and then doing the switch backside nose slide. Now that we've done that and we have kind of a reference point for where we need to put our weight to sit on the tail slide, now we're gonna try ollieing into it. And I'm hopeful that by practicing those switch backside nose slides, that will help me get into them. So let's try and get a front tail. Woo. Alright guys, finally caught some front tails. Honestly, I'm only kind of happy with them. I had a few that went maybe about a foot, which is probably like 3 times what it went the first time around. I maybe like squeaked it a few inches. I had a few this time that I actually held for half a second. So that's good progress. I think the thing that made it click for me was if you watch Trent Mcclung and you look at his body position when he's doing his switch front tail, he's positioned so that he can actually push into the ledge. So he says to not put all your pressure on top of the tail slide, otherwise you'll fall on top of the ledge. I'll play that clip right here.
Things you don't want to do when you switch tail slide is have your weight too much on the nose, because then if you're leaning too far, you're gonna stick.
So what helped was doing those switch backside nose slides helped me get the feeling of leaning back towards the way I came. This seems to be a reoccurring concept in skateboarding, especially with ledges and rails. When you've got momentum going into the ledge, you've got to lean the opposite way to counteract it, otherwise you're gonna tip over. So the best way to get a clean lock is to always lean back towards the way that you came. Basically that cancels out the momentum going in and lets you sit on top of the ledge. If you just try and put pressure down, you're gonna fall over. You need to put pressure against the base plate into the ledge. So honestly, I think Trent Mcclung is genius for saying that you need to get backside nose slides before you get switch front tails. And that definitely did translate for me. It helped me really get the feeling of what I'm supposed to be aiming for as far as sliding the front tail and that feeling of leaning against it, because if you don't do that, you're gonna fall one way or another. I like this way of learning it a lot better than the John Hill way, where you pretty much just like ollie into stalls and just kind of like guess until you get it. Because for me, when I was just trying to do the stalls like John Hill talked about, I didn't get this concept of leaning against the direction that you came. And so even tail stalling it wasn't working for me. So I mean, if I can't tail stall, obviously I can't tail slide it. I would definitely recommend trying to do the switch backside nose slide first. I know it's tricky because switch is kind of awkward for everybody, and especially me. I'm so uncoordinated when I'm going switch, but with a little bit of practice I was able to figure out how to get my tail up on the ledge, and with some time it started to feel, you know, a little bit cozy. Yeah, just getting that feeling honestly is what helped it click for me. I still want to take it to, there's like a bigger ledge over here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get up that high, but I'm gonna keep practicing on the little manual pad, and then eventually I would want to do it on the ledge above the manual pad and try and hold it that whole way. That would be the dream. If you're someone that's good at front tails, leave it in the comments below how you figured them out. That way the rest of us can learn from your experience. But I'm stoked with the progress that I've made today. So subscribe if you like these videos. Remember to make every day a Friday. If you want to get a shirt, the link is in the description. I'm gonna have new designs going up in the next couple weeks. I'm just waiting for my samples to come in so that way I can make sure they're good enough quality for you guys. But stoked on the session today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.